live. Let's see if. Oh, looks like I can be heard. Everybody say hi.
Congrats.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, hello. Okay.
It's
I
going to
heard
take
everybody.
to get the computer up because I forgot that we lost power this week, so I had to restart the whole thing.
That could be excused. What is that? Annoying.
It's an alarm bell. What do you think it is?
Awesome. So we have sound, we have sound effects, we have a GM and players. We are ready to rock and roll. So it's been a minute since we have seen our group of adventurers getting ready to try to save the universe from the first, the Cult of the Devourer, and second, the Eoxian Bone Fleet. And so, if you read the message of the day, good on you.
Well,
It says that they, after finishing off the Cult of the Devourer, the crew of the Mariko Nash go back to the command center, and one of the holograms there that was protecting the Gate of the 12 Suns, named Osteth, she opens up the gate so that you guys can destroy the weapon, the Stellar Degenerator. And as it starts to make its way toward the entrance, all of a sudden, coming out of the drift are hundreds of ships from the Corpse Fleet, including this huge mega ship called the Empire of Bones that is sort of leading the whole assault. They are looking to
There's
take over.
hundreds of them?
Yes.
Wow.
And as
We're in
they
trouble.
start attacking all the different moons, as they appeared, all the moons sort of awoke, and these ancient defense systems turned on and started firing everything, silos and missiles, and uh, huge battle ensues in the background as the party decides, well, the Ostes has already given up her existence to protect the universe and keep this thing open. The only way they know of right now, they had originally planned on taking over the Stellar Degenerator and trying to drive it into one of the suns, but
Oh, get the. Sorry, go ahead.
they have decided instead to try and take over the Empire of Bones, this giant mega ship, and cause the two to collide, in theory, destroying them both. And also
fingers crossed.
helping, cutting off the head of the Corpse Fleet will hopefully then make it so where they don't have to worry about the rest of the Corpse Fleet that are there.
Because they're all connected together. Right?
They are connected together as any fleet is. They're not a hive mind, but they are
Okay.
connected with communications and things like that. But
Okay.
they will not be expecting it, that's for sure. So, showing the maps, I mean, the last couple pictures. If you wanted to see the picture of the Gate of the 12 Suns and the Stellar Degenerator coming through the gate, then you should take a look at the message of the day. And here is the map.
That's what it's there for.
So you guys had taken off in your ship, the Mariko Nash. You had determined that you should land on the surface of the Empire Bones. Um, they're massive weapons. Your ship definitely not withstand it. But on the other hand, you're also too small for them to even care about you because they have fighters and other things around to protect them. So you have evaded 3 out of the 4 ships that were close enough to stop you from your goal, and you are now engaged with the last ship that is stopping you from landing on the surface. Here we go. I'll zoom it in a little bit. And we do have facing turned on. It's just that their facing is at 2 o'clock, so it's a little hard to see. They are going up and to the right is where this crypt warden is going. Any questions or any comments that you would like to add to the recap before we get
If I
going here?
remember correctly, they're facing 2 o'clock because we just teleported them with the teleportation beam. If I'm remembering that correctly, I think that's what happened.
You did hit them with the teleportation beam. That is correct. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and once again switch over to the DM side of things. That's why I remember it now. That's why my screen was so weird before, because I had changed some. I wanted those watching later to be able to see.
If you already shared the star map, could you please share it again? I just got in.
Okay.
Thank you.
I wanted to see that everybody to see what the GM sees, and how to do the ship combat from the evil side. The Joker's Chosen is in the house, so
Hey,
don't forget to say hi to him. Let me switch my view.
so
I'm getting to that map in just a minute.
so what? So where did all these ships go to after? As we're trying to fight,
You
he's fighting
evaded
all.
2 of them,
I mean, yeah, okay.
uh, and then you're down to the last one.
Okay.
They just went other ways, other places. They don't really
Okay.
see you as a threat.
Right. Okay.
Or see us at all, maybe.
All right, so there we go. Let's get that map open.
The dog doing?
So, I don't know if this will work. We'll try it and see if we can get a little bit of a... There he is. He's just tuckered out, trying to get some sleep.
Who's this?
That's Parker, the dog.
Parker.
Because Joker redeemed. What's the dog doing? Brilliant sunrise. Why isn't it opening?
Wow.
Okay. All right, let's try another way. The cool thing about Fancy Grounds, there are usually multiple ways to do almost anything. There it is. I will zoom in first and then I'll share it for those who need it still. Close that. All right, so if you guys remember, the ship combat is different than regular combat.
I remember nothing.
You have to decide what role you're going to be, and then we go into the engineering phase where the engineering can do different stuff. The engineer, and then you go into the helm phase, and the helm phase is where we roll for initiative to see who moves first, and you don't want to move first. So if you have the higher initiative, you actually go second, which is what you want. And then that's also when the science officer usually does their stuff. And then there is the gunnery phase. So after everybody has moved and got into position, you then fire. And then we start it all over again. So
Wow.
we're doing pick Sven's silliness. So let me throw up the. Here it is. There we go. So I'll make it a little bit bigger. You said a silly hat. I have a red tiny hat, a blue tiny hat, a white tiny hat. Yeah, those. Oh, and I have a red fedora. So Joker, let me know which one of those 4 hats you would like, since you paid a little bit extra to choose.
Ooh.
Grabbing my timer. Oh, the Boba Fett mask. All right. Since we're doing space, not a problem. Get my timer set. Decide, look at what roles you want to play. Open up your character sheets, and there on your ships tab, you'll see the drop down with all the different roles you can be, and then the black button next to it opens up all the actions you can do as that role. So decide where you want to be while I grab the Boba Fett mask.
It's so annoying that every time somebody changes a role, it like takes a. You gotta press the black box again.
Yeah.
It's
Just
so hard to
anybody in
do.
the group. It's not hard to do, it's just annoying. But that is not like a
I have
determinant of, hey, don't look around, jeez. It's a, huh, I noticed this thing, you know?
okay, Manta. I have Serena down as an engineer, and I have Nosy down as the science officer.
Oh, nice.
Alrighty, and let's go ahead and get rid of this Sven silliness. Alright, so now we're done with the role setup. Everybody ready to go? We're going into engineering. So, do we have an engine? See, Serena went to engineer.
Yep.
So, what would you like to do? Let's take a look at their ship while he's deciding.
Divert, hold together, patch, or overpower, or quick fix. So we don't have any problems with the ship per se. So, over what was overpower do? Overpower good choice.
You can hover over that question mark and it'll give you a brief summary of what it does.
Okay.
All right, so there's our. You can see the ship's shields. They have deflector shields, which are different than the normal shields like you see on
Right.
Star Trek and stuff. It
Right.
diverts some power away, but is very strong and lasts for 15 rounds or 15 times of getting hit, I should say. And you guys had repaired some of it because your aft shield was down.
Okay.
Your forward armor is very low. You're only down to 3 armor on your forward, so you definitely want to make sure you try to
What
end
about
your
patch?
movement
Is that better?
facing away from them. Um,
What about
but
patch?
patch would not
Can I use
work
it?
because this is not a system. It is
Oh, okay.
it's armor plating. It's actual slabs of metal on the outside of the ship.
Right.
This
Right.
can only be fixed at a dock, a shipyard.
Ah, the bastards.
All right. So, but engineering. There we go. Click. So your overpower gives you a bonus to things like um, your movement, to your gunnery, to those are the only two things really that you would worry about right now.
Okay.
If you overpower your weapons, it gives you a bonus. Let me see. Pull out my handy dandy book. That is the vehicle chase rules, which we will be doing next week as you guys pick up
Vehicle
Dead
chase.
Sons. Dawn of Flame.
One or the other. You know, you got two options.
It's a vehicle chase.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you guys remember? You guys had a
Yeah,
truck,
I know.
truck
Yep.
and
Yep.
motorcycles.
Yep. Pretty sweet.
It's-
All right, so
I'll go ahead and do overpower.
all right, so that's going to help your. Here we go. Holy shnikes!
So
That's why I
just click on
use the
the check
bookmarks.
button.
Um, yep. Go ahead and roll that.
Oh gosh.
Failure.
Engineer.
DC 31. I'm just not
Oh,
used to Starfinder.
So
DC
you do
is so
have. You guys keep forgetting that you have 3 times throughout each turn that you can use the ship to help you. The ship's
okay.
computer. So we
All
can
right.
What
say
does
that
that
you
add?
use the ship computer to help you with that, which
Right.
will then push you up above what you
What it
need
needs. Okay. Cool.
to get that done. All
All
right.
right. So I just
What does the ship's computer add?
bunch of stuff.
So you were overcharging or
Yeah. Overcharging.
yes, okay.
Over,
Why am I
overpower
not
unit.
seeing it as
It's called overpower.
here it is. All right, so do you have 6 ranks in engineering?
I will tell you in a
Not
minute.
not the total, but your ranks?
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Considering there's a plus 14, I would say probably, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I'm good.
Okay, so how many ranks do you have in it? In
In
engineering?
9.
engineering, I have 6.
Okay,
Right.
perfect. Um, so what this does is you cannot do quick fix, by the way, because you don't have enough ranks, but you can do overpower, and it allows you to do the divert action, which is why I didn't remember what overpower did. But you can do it to 3 systems. So for when you divert, you can. So we'll say you get a +2. Um, you can increase your speed. You can increase your. Do you have a science officer active, guys?
No.
Okay, so you don't need to boost the science officer.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Nosy is the science officer. I apologize. We do.
Okay, so you can give a +2 to her actions. You can also boost the weapons, which will give you any 1 that you roll for damage will be a 2 instead. And you can restore the last shield point if you wanted to. So there's so your speed, the science officer, weapons, and shield. Which of those? What of those? You can do 3 of those 4. Which ones would you like to do?
I like the shield option.
Serena, which of those 3? Which 3 of those 4 would you like to do?
Hold on.
Did we hear what I said?
Yes, we heard you.
Oh, okay. It just went silent. I thought nobody heard me.
Nah, just waiting for them to say words.
I don't know. Just randomly pick.
Well, if I would like it if you randomly picked maybe the weapons one because I'm a
Okay.
gunner right now.
Yep. That sounds good.
All right, so we'll
So,
go ahead and fix your
weapons and
shield,
shields.
which
Yep.
puts it up to 15, back from
This is
14. You boosted the
this is.
armor. I mean the
I'm putting this.
weapons.
Where am
So
I
do
putting this on the ship page?
no, you don't have to do anything. You just need to
Okay.
decide. The last one, did you want
Um.
to add your science officer to your science officer or add your ship speed?
Oh,
Uh.
I would say science
Science officer.
officer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Science officer.
All right, and then getting back to your question, Dendron slash Mantha,
Whoever you are.
I've got to find your.
Whoever the fuck this is, yeah. I don't even know.
Mhm. Ah, what the heck?
That's the Nash crew. I want the actual ship. I know it exists. Come on, guys. Where is it?
You want the ship?
All right, I guess I'm going to
Ah,
have to move
crap.
my map over. Like I said, there's more than one way to do things in Fantasy Grounds.
I gotta run back upstairs. I'll be right
Boink.
back.
We're gonna share this. All right, so your computer gives you a bonus of 3 times.
Nice.
It gives a +4 to your sensors, and a bonus to your defenses. So those 3 times are not programmed in because you had to pick when you use them, which action you're using them on. But everything else is already included in the totals and stuff that you have. So because it gives you your ship's computer helps you with a lot of other things too. Does that answer your question?
Gotcha.
Okay. So we've used one of them. We still have 2 more, and it can be done on any check, everything except damage. So any initiative checks, on piloting checks, science officer, engineering, gunner, all those
How
things it
about
can be done. You can do
okay?
+3 times a turn.
Every turn. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
So how about the gunner and the science officer?
So give me just a second. So here, guys, you can see their stuff. I can go to crew right here, and I'm going to engineer because this is the engineer phase. They need to. So they've taken some damage. They've gone through 1 critical phase. Let's take a look at their shields defense right here.
Are you looking at them or are we looking at them?
No, I am looking at it and showing the
Okay.
chat
Okay.
or the stream. All right, so they are really low right here. I mean right here and a little low here. So they're going to try to fix their shields. So
I
he
hope
is
they
clicking
fail.
it.
Yeah. Oh.
They only had 1 success. Oh, I lied. They can have multiple engineers, but they cannot do the same exact option. Whoever that is killing our ears.
All right. It was me.
Okay, so long as you know.
Here it is. Where was it? Yeah, so they failed. because I can't have. So you can't have the same. So say Serena and Nosi could both be engineers, but they could not both divert.
Right.
All right, so that is their turn. Let's go next to. It is the gunnery phase. I mean there's engineering helm phase initiative.
Where is it? Having a hard time seeing. Hang on.
All right, here I'm wearing a Boba Fett mask without my glasses on. So I want to talk about hard seeing. I'm looking through the tiny
Uh,
holes in the mask.
You subject yourself to that. You offered
It's
it as an
Joker's
option.
fault because Joker picked it.
You bought the mask.
That's
Just
right.
saying.
And Atomic Hero Squad is in the house as well. You guys want to say hello to
Atomic.
him? All right, so 23 and 17, so they get to go first.
Cool.
Yay.
And I just looked, but I don't remember exactly which, so I don't want that. So they are not going to move, they're going to spin.
We have just the one ship
You
that we're trying
guys
to
are
fight,
going
right?
straight ahead first, so they're just going to go like that. All right. Yep. All right, so they are facing, as you can see with the yellow arrow, they are facing down at about 7 o'clock. So it is now your turn. Do we have a pilot,
Yes.
or are you just doing this thing? Okay, so what special maneuver would you like to do? And go ahead and, yeah, what special maneuver would you like to do?
What do you mean special maneuver? I thought I was just moving.
Then you don't need a pilot.
I
Because
think
Right.
you had
What
her
under?
selecting the pilot so that she could do initiative and then switching back to gunnery so that she can do that.
so if you want to do a
Okay.
I
special
was for a
maneuver,
while.
if you
Just
want to do a special maneuver, then you need a pilot. Otherwise, if you're just moving, you can. Exactly what she said is correct. Because we also need you for your armor class.
Mm.
okay.
All right, that sound means it is time for Sven's silliness to be over. How quickly it
Yeah.
goes.
I'm not doing a special maneuver this time. So yes, I will switch back to gunner now that we've done the thing. Sorry,
Okay,
Nampa.
so the only special maneuver, honestly, that you may want to think about is evade, which gives you a +2 to your armor class, but then that means you can't do anything else. So,
Right. No,
um,
I'm not gonna do that.
all right, so go ahead. Did you guys want to move? And if so, where? Your front is where you have the most damage.
Oh,
Yeah. So we
then I
don't
think
want our
we're
front facing them.
fine the way we are. Our back end is facing them,
Oh.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. Hmm.
They're in our aft.
And do we have a science officer?
Yeah. No.
Yes, we do. No, see.
All right, so before you make your final decision, what is the science officer doing?
I'm gonna do
So you can scan them to see
lock on.
how their shields and stuff are doing, or you can um,
What about
lock
lock on?
on. Okay.
Are we
Does
okay with
she
that?
have at least 6 ranks in um, computers?
Yep.
Okay. Go for it, or make a roll.
Okay.
So this does 2 things. Oh no, it doesn't. That was something else. Target system is what it does 2 things. Lock on gives you a +2 to your gunnery checks against that target for the rest of the round. So then that's everybody. Anybody who shoots that target. You only have 1 target, so you're good to go.
Nice.
And you succeeded. Awesome. All right. So it doesn't matter he didn't scan him or anything, so you don't learn anything more. So you guys good with staying where you are then?
I am. And
Okay.
everybody else?
All right. So last is gunnery phase. So keep Mariko. Why does it say Mariko Nash? That's interesting. Anyway, keep Zerael in the pilot seat for a moment.
Oh,
Dendron, you can go ahead and take your shot if you want. I'm going to switch over and take my shot. So those of you who remember, both ships fire at the same time. So even if one blows up, their shots and damage still go through.
Can I? I might be misremembering. Can I take a minor action as well as an action?
No, the only time you can take a minor action is if no one else is in that position. So the like the gunner snapshot minor action, we have a gunner. Um, there's piloting one, which is what she did. That she
Mm-hmm.
took that minor action to pilot. What minor action were you talking about? And I'll explain it.
Oh, I was thinking of doing visual identification, but if we have, I think that would probably be either
Science officer.
engineer or science officer.
Hmm. Yep.
Okay. Never mind. Um, yeah, Dungeon will go ahead and
So they are in your aft
mhm. I think they're going to go ahead and
only. Yep, they're only in the aft.
they're going to use the particle beam because I believe Zerael is going to use the which one is it? The flak thrower. So Dendron will go ahead and use the particle beam. And which arc am I targeting? Can I target one of their sides, or is it just their
From where you are, you can only target the port.
Okay. Let me go ahead and
If you guys slide back one, go backwards one. Thanks, Joker. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, um, you did a song in my heart. So I had somebody in chat that mentioned, I don't even remember what the conversation was, but it was a lamb chop. So I have the song that doesn't end stuck in my head. Um,
nice.
This is the song that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that doesn't end. It just goes on and on, my friend. So that's the song that I have in my
Nice.
heart. But yes, if you guys slide back one hex, then you will then have the front and the port. They will also have your aft and port as well if you move backwards one. So consider that for next turn. But for right now, you only have the port as a target.
Okay. And I have uh forgotten what is the. I would like to use one of the three things that we have this round because we've got two left and
Okay,
two people
so you
left
have a
going.
total of +5 because +2 from what Nosi did and +3 from the computer. So a total of +5.
Oh, neat. That's great. And I just do shoot, right?
If that's what
Yeah.
you're doing, yes.
Yeah. So they are going to shoot.
Oh, no, you are going to your
Yeah. Even though I rolled a 5. And that will do
aft.
this damage.
They also hit you. And there also, since you were in there, actually no, you are not. That is the only thing they can do because you are on their port side and they only have one weapon. Wait, is this a turret? Ah, they do have a turret. Never mind. They have two. Let's see. What does this do? Oh, they don't have that ability. All right, never mind. So that's all they're doing. So now we apply the damage. So to apply the damage, we'll start with the Mariko Nash first. You see here it says 20 damage. The arc, I had to tell them which it's the aft, and then apply.
Don't
So if
forget,
you watch
before
here,
you finish doing that, that Zarel also has not gone yet.
yeah, so Zarel, you can go ahead and go switch to gunner and do your stuff. So as
Okay,
you see here
which
in
one
the
is
chat,
mine?
it says,
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
I believe it's the flak thrower. Is the one that you can shoot.
Okay.
So there are a couple different choices. If you look at your choices, you can shoot different weapons depending on which action you're doing. But the one that's facing to the rear is your flak thrower. Yes.
All right. And what arc is it?
The one you're
Port
firing
rear.
onto is port. So you
Oh,
see
I'm
here,
firing to
after
port.
plate of armor
There we
absorbed
go.
5 damage to Noriko Nash. So their main shields went down 1, and their armor took 5.
So do I just automatically damage based on anything? What?
So no, if you're
No, here we go.
looking at your
Where is it?
ships, okay,
How do I fire? I don't remember how to
ships.
fire.
So you select the button next to the gun that you're shooting.
Right, I did that.
And then up at the top, it's the second one down in the action section. You click the button for
Shoot.
shoot.
Okay.
And do you want to use the +3 because it's going away after this?
Ooh, might as well.
So you would
So
have a +5.
just so you know, both of you do have the option of fire at will. It's basically like doing a full action shot. You can fire 2 weapons regardless of their arc. You have a -4 to each shot.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Did that record like it was supposed to?
I saw
I
it
don't
roll.
know.
It looks
I
like
saw it.
it's slowing for a second.
It's
Let's see.
thinking.
There it is. It hit.
Okay.
If
This
not, we know
computer's
you
being
rolled a
real slow.
10.
Cool. Hit. Now I can do the damage part, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So you see,
Oh, come
chat.
on.
This already has damage here.
Sorry, guys.
We select port and port for this one as well. So because he did the special thing he did, this damage is actually 7 instead of 6.
Cool.
She also rolled a 10 on her. She rolled 20 damage for her first one. No, she rolled 29 damage, so she will also be 30 damage for
Nice.
the particle beam because there was 1 in there. So we're doing that one first. So that should take. You wouldn't know, but um, it does take
It's
out their
nice.
shield. Like I said, their shields are more the traditional shields. So uh,
It's nice to get them scrabbling to, stop
CG.
taking damage on their hull.
Here it is, and this is 58. Okay, and then so this one, your 6 damage will go straight through. Boom.
Yeah. Teamwork.
Yay.
All right. Anybody want to switch roles?
Do I need to
Gendron
go
is
back to
happy where they
pilot
are.
temporarily?
When we get to the helm phase, yes.
Okay. You just let me know when.
And again, did you want to do any special maneuvers?
I
Backing
don't think
up
so.
is a special maneuver if you did want to go backwards. Otherwise, you guys are actually pretty good right where you are.
I think we're fine.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
I'm reciting
I
it, by the
think
way.
they think otherwise. I think they think they might not be fine.
All right. So engineering,
I
go ahead, engineer, do your stuff. Where
Do
Do
your
your
magic.
thing.
engineer is Serena, and I don't have the map. I don't have anything up. Can you play it for her?
All right. Give me a moment. So just going to do this first, and then he's going to do this. All right. So
I do love that they keep failing on their diverts.
Mhm.
Real nice.
What would be real nice?
They keep on failing their checks to move their shields around.
all right.
Oh,
Which is
one of these days you're not gonna get that lucky.
Yeah, but for now we gotta enjoy it while it lasts, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Woodpunk World. Welcome, welcome. I know you're a big fan of the emotes. Sorry. But there you go. Pancakes and something. There you go. Bob Ross. Awesome.
Bob
So
Ross.
he's Woodpunk World has switched names a couple times as he switched gears, trying different streams and stuff. Um, check him out. Follow him. Last I saw, he was doing wood art I mean leather art. Really cool belts and handbags and things like that. Wallets, some really cool leather working. Not something you see every day.
Yeah.
So check him out. All right. I was looking for the answer to my question, which is here it is. So that makes it easy. They get 10. All right. And engineering. What did you do? Oh, you weren't here. So let me pull up your character. Boom. That was Serena who was doing it. Are you doing the same thing you did
Yeah.
last time?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what the character sheet looks like for the characters. She was doing overpower. So this does take a resolve. So you've spent 2 more resolve. So that drops it down to 6. So um, you are at 6 of 11 resolve points.
Okay.
Remember, if you go down, if you get killed, it does take 1/4, which is right now 3 of your resolve points
Good. Of the
come back.
total.
To come back, yes. Actually, no, it would be 2 because you round down. It would be take 2 resolve points. So you want to leave yourself with at least 2.
Right.
Um, anyway, here's your overpower. 18 on
Nice.
the dice means you succeed. All right. Helm phase. Go ahead and roll your initiative.
Uno momento.
You got this, Zarel.
And they have a 31 because I forgot to add +2. So if you want to add +3 to yours, Serena did not use it.
Okay, well then it would be 35.
Okay, perfect. So they go first.
Yay! I'm glad they go first. Go back to Gunner.
Sorrel, your last hit went straight to their hull. If we can keep targeting their port
Woo!
side, that would be great.
Okay.
All right, is the science officer going to do any? What is the science officer going to do, Nosy?
I'm going to be. I gotta press that black button all the time. What's that about?
Because I just changed positions again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what'd you change to?
I
You
went
got
back to
scan,
Gunner.
target, lock on, improved CM,
Hmm.
balance the shields.
Well, we don't really need to balance our shields because they're
Right.
the deflective ones.
And we don't need the scan, or do we?
Scanning would
So
just
you said
tell you
target.
where their shields and hull points are, crew components, stuff like that. If you care about the
I'll go-
specifics on that, otherwise you can just metagame and look in the chat and realize that you've went through their shields last turn. You don't know if they
yeah.
repaired any this turn or not, but
Mm-hmm.
that's what
We
scan
don't,
would
we
do. But
don't, we don't cheat. We
lock
don't
on
cheat.
picks a specific system. So like weapons or life support, really important in the crypt for
Right.
undead people.
Not
Um,
important at all. They don't even have oxygen. Don't listen
yeah,
to him.
yeah,
He's lying to you.
they don't have life support systems. But you can lock on to target to like the engine or the computer or the weapons.
Yeah,
And what
rapid
happens
jam.
is if you hit and do a critical, one, it makes it easier for your criticals, and two, so you critical on 19 or 20, and then two, it also gives you a um, if you get a critical, then it hits that particular system instead of picking randomly. Causes that
Okay.
system to glitch or whatever. Or you can do lock on, which gives you +2 to all your attacks. So whatever you guys want to do.
What do you guys think? What do you want to do? Target or lock on? Or scan?
Well, we don't need to scan. Probably target or lock on.
Okay.
Mm.
Target then.
They're both
All right,
good.
we'll give it a roll.
Oh man.
Yeah, you
Oh,
made it.
Even with a 7, lock on is still good to go. I mean, target is still good to go. Is that the one? Is that one that requires a target? Does not require an RP, so you're good to go.
nope.
Last is the gunnery.
All right.
Before you start rolling, Sven, Zarel is in the gunnery position right now, so you might want to
Go
hold
ahead,
off
take
until
your
he
shot.
gets back.
Take my shot.
Oh yeah, did you want to move during the? Did you want to move?
Are we still fine in the position we are to fire from?
So they are now off of your starboard side. You are facing
So
their aft and port.
Okay, so we can choose either.
we can still choose port. Awesome. That's all I needed to know. Is
Okay.
if I could still choose port to fire at.
The drawback to where you are is they can fire their aft and port weapons.
Oh.
Mm, do we want to just like move one, or if you don't want to do that,
Moving
I
one
also have.
would get you out of their aft, yes.
Mhm. I
Then move
also
one.
have plenty of resolve points, and I could do broadside and then do two weapons, and then you do one. So we would fire 3 weapons instead of 2.
Can we
Okay, so
still
you're
do that
moving
if we
one.
move one? Yeah,
We would not be able to do that.
we wouldn't be able to do that if we moved one, right?
Yes, we would only have 2 weapons that are facing them.
But
You
if we
can
stay
still
here,
do the thing I mentioned before. Fire at will. You can still do fire at will, which allows you to fire any 2 weapons at all. Broadside allows you to fire more than 1 weapon at the same in the same arc.
Mhm.
So your
hmm.
turret, or if you turn toward them,
All right, Denver, what do you want to do?
I'm good with either. Actually, I might want to do the fire at will.
So let's move the one because we'll still have the fire at will.
Okay.
all right. So Israel, go ahead and take your shot, and then switch over to pilot,
Okay,
so I
hang
can
on.
take mine.
And what does
Let's
the
see.
target do again? I
Plus,
heard it and
so
then
you
it.
have a total of +5 for 1 shot each. Both of you have each have a +5 to 1 shot.
Okay.
And then if you're taking more than 1 shot, which you are, you have a +2 to this second shot.
Gotcha.
And that's what the target does. Gives you +2.
That's a
All right,
hit.
that is a
Nice.
hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
And which arc? We're doing port.
So
Okay.
actually, go ahead and re-roll the damage because you're not shooting the flak. You are shooting because they are not behind you anymore.
The turret.
Oh,
You are shooting the left one,
Teleportation.
which is light plasma cannon.
Oh,
light
I
plasma.
mean starboard, which is
yeah.
the teleportation beam.
Teleportation beam.
Yep.
Light teleportation. Okay.
Okay. And then the other question is, what do you want to do with them? You can. You're within 5. So where do you want to move them? 1 square, 1 hex, or do you want to leave them alone?
Oh. Let's move them 1 hex to the right.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. That's them? 1 hex to the left. Thank you.
Okay.
My apologies.
Are you
Well,
back
I
in the
got a
pilot shot?
19.
I'm getting there. Getting there.
Okay.
I just have I'm back and forth. I have to have my reading glasses or my regular glasses, and it's never at the same time. Pilot. Okay. Now I'm in the pilot phase.
Does rolling a crit on a normal attack do anything? Gosh, that's a lot of ones.
Yes. But you didn't roll a crit. You rolled 19.
Okay. I thought 19s were crits in your.
No, if he does a special thing, which he didn't do, then they count as crits. But in this case, he didn't do it.
Okay. In that
And then
case, I will just roll the damage.
you didn't roll the particle beam. Oh no,
Yeah, I did.
the light plasma cannon damage.
Yeah. I rolled to attack both times, and then I waited for your response on what the 19 did before I rolled damage for the other one.
Okay, 1, 2,
Gosh, that's a
3,
bunch
4,
of
5,
ones.
6. So you do 7 more
Uh,
damage total. 7, so that puts them to this. All right, and you
I'm
guys
so
are
glad for
hitting their
that,
port.
but it's so annoying too.
Their port. Their port. Back from lurking. All right, so oops, port. Come on, there it is. All right, so here we go. 6 damage first. 18 damage. And 8 damage.
Nice.
All right, and that is the next phase. Anybody changing?
I don't think
You
so.
guys had already moved forward one. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
I'd already moved
Well,
you one.
thank you. You you said, "Oh, go back to your piloting thing." Blah 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 blah, and I thought I had to move. So
Mm, gotcha.
All right. Zoom in a little bit more again. Boom. Okay, so everybody's good. We're going to go to the engineering phase.
Okay. What are we thinking?
we're giving it all we've got, Captain. Sorry.
Um,
Over,
at
the
some
overpowered.
point, scan would be really nice to.
No.
Okay.
That's science officer.
Yeah. Mm.
Excuse
I always forget.
me.
All right. What you doing, Serena?
Um, we we got to overpower, divert. Really, the minor actions. Can anything be done in there or no?
No, you guys don't need to. Zerail is doing the minor action of piloting, whatever that one's called. But other than that, you guys don't need to. You can't do anything else because you have roles and people doing all the other things.
It's called
Right.
glide, by the way.
Yeah, I don't want to use overpower. So what should I?
Then you would
Can I just,
divert. Divert does not
okay.
take a fee.
Well, maybe. Yeah.
All
Nice.
right, so now you get to pick one. Did you want to do your boost your damage? Change your ones to twos? Did you want to give +2 to attack to everybody? What did you guys want to do?
Uh,
Plus
Oh,
I
two
think we should
to
do the attack,
attack
right?
is really nice. Yeah.
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 Like the
Yep.
damage is nice, but like being able to hit at all is better
Yeah.
than
all right. So
missing,
you're gonna
but your ones are better.
Yep. I agree.
let me make sure I'm. That's targeting. The divert does something else. Here it is.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so I
Yeah,
was
wait a
wrong.
minute.
So it's +2 to the science officer stuff, or boost your damage, um, repair your shields, increase your speed. So you're changing, you boosting your damage from 1 to 2. Science officer can give you +2 to hit.
Oh.
All right. So you your damage is boosted. Helm phase. Roll for initiative.
Okay.
We believe in you, Zerail.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Nice.
All right.
Whoa.
So they're going first.
Mm.
Turn 2. They're going to try and do this.
Excuse me.
1, 2, 3. Okay. So they do a slide maneuver, which basically just means they're going sideways. So now, right now, you are facing their aft, and they are facing your
Starboard.
only your starboard. So what would you like to do? And science officer, go ahead and roll your target.
Um,
I'm sure you know, but I want to make sure that you know that we can't really take another hit on our forward.
right. I know that I want to turn at some point.
Yeah.
I want to move 3 forward, turn 2 to the left. So 3, 4. Oh, he's doing it for me. And turn 2 counterclockwise. I said counterclockwise. What are you doing? I said turn to the left. One more,
You
please.
can only turn one at a time.
Why can I only turn one at a time? I thought we could turn in place.
If you don't move, yes. But
Okay,
you can
why
go
did you
forward
just move me backward?
because you can move 2 and turn. Move 2 and turn. So if you want to move be with your butt facing them, it would take another movement of 2 and then you could turn again.
I thought I could move 1 and then turn, 1 and then turn. When did it
Because
become 2?
you're not a pilot. You're using the minor action. So it increases your turn. If you don't be a gunner and you just be a pilot, then yes, you can do all those fancy other stuff.
It's not fancy maneuvers though. It's just standard moving.
Because you're doing it as a minor action, it increases your turn radius.
Okay, if I go 3 and just turn 1, where does that put us in position to their ship? Is it our backside is to them?
Yes,
What side is their ship is facing us?
the port side.
Okay, then we're good right there.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're still within short range.
Not that it's directed at you, but I
Perfect.
think it's bullshit that if it's a standard maneuver, it's not a special maneuver, that I shouldn't, that it should still be able to just autopilot that way. But whatever.
All right, so that
Gonna
brings leads
move.
us to. Did you, Zarel? Nosy, did you do your thing? No, we still need a roll from Nosy.
Rena, you're muted, by the way.
Yeah, I thought I already did. I did the target. I thought I rolled it. I didn't.
Oh, you still have Serena targeted, so I just saw her picture because it says Mariko Nash. It doesn't show. So, okay, cool. Um,
And that is the one that does the +2 to targeting, right?
yes.
Okay. Crazy, the one called target helps with
All
targeting.
right,
I know,
Gunner.
right? It's like
Who
weird.
would have thought?
Okay,
So
I got the
Zarel
flash
is Gunner,
again.
so go ahead and take your shots.
Do I have to put a plus in there anywhere?
You don't have to, but you can put a +5.
To
So
that.
the one that you want to use is the flak thrower.
Right. Black thrower. Do we have the +5 available? That's what I'm asking.
Yes,
Okay.
because nobody used the +3s. So you can use them for all your shots, all 3 shots if you're doing 3 shots.
In that case, I will do what is it? Fire at will. Dendron will go ahead and do fire at will with the particle beam, and that is
Hits.
targeting
Nice.
their port.
Nice. That's better. Nice.
All right, and then go ahead and switch back to pilot so I can shoot you back. This is the port side.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna use port.
Really?
Shooting at the port. No, the aft. And that is a miss.
And we do 2 extra damage from the
And
ones
a
that I
hit.
roll.
You guys take a big 3 damage.
Oh no, what a shame.
Is it normal to have such low numbers on the strip damage? Everything we've had.
You're on the left side, and so if you were in front of them, then they would be doing 5d6 and 5d12. Those are the 2 weapons on front.
Yeah.
To the sides, they have 1d8.
So glad we're on their sides.
Right?
All right, so you guys on the other hand did
A lot of
1,
damage.
2, 2 extra damage. Okay. That is to
Oh,
their
that works
port.
better.
Apply. Port. Apply.
Oh,
Port. Apply.
we've reached a threshold.
You guys wouldn't know that.
Yeah, no.
All right, so let's see. They're at that. Okay. Switching roles.
Nope.
Should I get out of engineering or not?
What do you want to do instead of engineering?
I don't. Just the options are diminishing, so
You
I
could
thought maybe I
be
should go
another
something
gunner.
else.
You could be
Do
a
what?
science. You could be a gunner. You could be a science officer. You could be captain.
What about gunner?
That would mean you could fire 3 different weapons.
Well,
Do
we
I
would
want
have
that?
to. Honest.
Or I can just stay an engineer. What do you think?
What is the benefit of staying an engineer?
All your damage rolls turn from 1 to 2. Any ones you roll become a 2. It's done about a total of 15 extra damage throughout this fight.
Which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Let's keep it.
Yeah, I think it's like it's not super flashy, but it is super useful. It kind of cushions the damage that we do, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I like it.
All right, so go ahead and roll, Serena, to as a roll your divert.
Yep.
Oh, 7.
Failure. Oh, failure.
Okay, and then they are doing theirs. I should have been doing this all along. Here we go. Boom.
Wow.
Hmm.
Oh.
All right. Initiative.
Okay.
It'd be a little funny if they put all of their shields into the port and then we just fire at a different part just to change things up.
All right. So once again, you get to go. They're going first because you rolled higher. You have to go forward first before you turn.
Are they running away?
They are running away.
Mm.
So let me turn off line of
Oh, so
sight.
sad. They didn't want to stick around and play.
But also, like, they might warn
Or they
people
could
if
be
we let
fooling
them
you,
get
and
away.
now next turn they're going to turn around and come back. Who knows?
To be honest, Dendron kind of wants us to go after them
All
because
right.
they know we're here, and if they
Yeah,
tell other people that we're here, leaving our ship on the outside of the biggest ship there, uh,
yeah.
we might not have a ship to come back to.
Oh, yeah, I guess we're gonna have to
Sounds a
chase
good
them
idea.
down.
But that is your security officer. That's what they're saying. Of hey, maybe letting them go isn't a good idea.
Right. You're right. Of course you're right.
Oh, I forgot to apply your damage. Let me do
Oh
that.
yeah.
There you go. It was all diverted. All right. So you're going forward 2. Turn. So are you taking over as pilot, or are you going to stay as gunner?
I'm gonna have to take over as pilot if we're going after them.
Okay.
Ow.
Then that makes it easier. As your 10. Yes, your speed is 10. Okay. All right, science officer, what are you doing?
I'm going to be target or lock on. I'm assuming
2,
target. You have a preference on target or lock on? Lock on gives you +2 bonus in gunnery checks.
5, 6,
Wait, I'm sorry. What is the difference between the two?
8.
The lock on gives you a +2 bonus on gunnery checks, whereas target is targets the enemy ship specifically, somewhere, some system.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. The +2 is really nice.
All right, so if you do that, you end up where you're not, you're forward, you're only on only your
Spit it out,
port,
man.
only your port is facing them.
Only
That's
the port
nice.
is facing them. Okay.
I mean, we don't want our forward facing them anyway.
Right. Right.
And I'm going to move you back to here and move him back
Why?
to there,
So that we're on the map.
just so it looks a little cooler for the viewing people at home.
Oh, okay. Now I have to move my map. Thank you. No, it's okay. It's all good.
All right, so you have
Oh
moved.
no.
So now we
What is
have
she
gunnery.
gonna be?
You are in there, starboard.
Starboard.
All right, so Marie Nashkill is, Zerail is still pilot. Perfect.
I have to be. I did all that moving.
Mhm. And we appreciate you for it.
So go ahead and take your
You're welcome.
shots, Dungeon.
Uh, Dendron is going to go ahead and do broadside instead of fire at will. And that you can expend 1 resolve point to fire all of the starship weapons mounted in one arc with a -2 penalty.
I can do.
Uh, and that does take a resolve point. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I just
Right.
double click on my current, right? I think.
You have
Yeah.
a And don't forget you have plus 5 to both of those.
That's so nice.
Just for the check.
Here's the
What kind of boo? It missed. Okay,
go beyond.
and it missed. All right. Okay, they tried and failed.
For that. And then plus 5. And that would be our port. So the plasma cannon. Targeting their starboard. That. Come on. Yeah. Still hit.
With a 4 and a die, you still hit because of all the bonuses that your computer and your science officer. Very nice. All right, so you do 1 extra
Ew.
damage. And you damage there. Starboard. Which is a shame because they were hoping you were hitting their aft.
Nice.
All
Sucks
right.
for them, really.
And with that, let's see. As you guys switch roles again. It is gone as it explodes and
Nice.
um, not a whole lot of fire, but the fire effect is cool. But there's a lot of debris and things as the ship cracks and breaks and starts splitting apart. And you see undead floating through the atmosphere.
Oh yeah, they don't die when that happens. They just kind of float out.
And with that, you are clear of the ships.
Cool.
And now we just need to do some piloting checks to see if you can land without crashing into the big giant ship. So good job, guys.
Woo!
Yeah, thank you.
I know Starship combat can be, some people don't like
Tedious.
it. I like it a lot. Once you get used to it, it goes pretty fast. And before it was real pain as the game master. Now it is so much easier, so much nicer. I can do everything from just a click, click, click. So basically, what happened before was the bad guys just didn't do 90% of what they should be doing because it was just such a pain to look at everything up and remember. And now with they're doing about 60% of what they should be doing. So
Hey, it's an
it's
improvement.
much better than it was. All right, let me switch back to the player mode. Boink, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead. I gotta pull up the story as you guys are getting ready to come down. Let's see. Nope, wrong one. This is part 3. Here we go. So how close to the opening do you guys want to land? You guys don't have to worry about one. More than likely, there is gravity on the ship, so that shouldn't be an issue. Even if there's not, though, the ship itself, your ship, will be able to attach with magnets and things. And you can also, your armor has magnetic boots and things. So walking along outside of the on the outside of the ship isn't going to be an issue. Just a matter of how far away from the
How far
entry
we
do you
want to
want to
walk?
be?
Gotcha. Um, I don't want to be too far.
Like a moderate distance. So that if somebody's going in and out, they won't immediately see us, but also like
Right.
not far enough that we're spending half. Once it's set to collide, we can't make it back to the ship, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need a number.
Um, maybe like half of a
Nice.
football field. How about like 50 yards?
All
Does
right.
that seem
So,
doable?
okay.
I'm asking my crew, is that doable? Do we think 50 yards is going to be enough for them not to really notice us if somebody's leaving, but still doable for us to track it?
Probably. But Mantha also doesn't have a very good sense of distance. So, that seems fine to me.
Okay.
All
Rena,
right.
what do you think?
I don't know.
Okay, well, she's the only one that came up with the number, so we'll go with her number.
All right. 50
Okay.
yards, about 150 feet away from the entrance. You guys land ship in theory. Um, but as you're doing that,
Oh, shit.
the reaching the Empire of Bones is a major accomplishment. So you guys get 25,000 experience.
Wow.
Whoa.
All right. It doesn't even ask for a piloting check.
Whoa.
That's silly. So I'm
Um,
going to make you roll one anyway. So go ahead and roll piloting check. Let's see how smoothly you land it.
how cool
Oh,
you look
wait a
doing
minute.
it.
Yeah, that's the right one, right?
It is.
Okay.
All right. Did you roll that, by the way, from your skill page or from the computer? I mean, from the
From
ship.
the ship.
Perfect. Good. So we don't have to add all that stuff in. So that's great. Yeah, 34. Perfect. You have
That's
no
why I
problems.
asked if it was from the right place. I thought you could see where I rolled it from.
No, I couldn't.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Um, so, but that's perfect. That's where you should have done it. It would have been a bit lower had you not done it that way. So you did it correctly. So you were able to come and just touch it down. Nice. Tick, engage the grapplers, and so you're now attached securely, and you guys are able to come out. And the answer to your question, Dendron, is let's see, 11. Yes, for your last time behind everybody else. Are you going to take that one level and
No. I'm not multi-classing. I'm
envoy?
not doing anything weird. Just answered before you even finished, like, no.
Just remember, besides whatever shows up in the chat when you level up, you also get a feat.
Mm. Ooh,
All right, so
I can make 3 attacks when I make a full attack. That's cool. Sorry.
yep, they're each at -6,
Yeah,
but it is possible, and it's pretty cool. And you
that
also
is
have a
pretty.
BAB of that's pretty high, so base attack bonus,
Ew.
because yeah, so your base attack bonus is 15 with your dex based or 12, so still have a +6 or a +9 if you do full attack.
Nice.
Anyway, it's called crit fishing. You're fishing for crit. Hopefully, one of them will be a crit. Um, all right, so I can now officially get rid of this book 2, and you are now
If
part
I'm
of.
stealthy enough
I mean,
doing it, would
part
that
2.
be a secret? But
If you're blinded and looking around trying to find things, it would be.
Mantha, that was awesome.
if I'm seeking crits,
It's gonna be a secret.
All right, so as you guys are walking along, getting ready to enter into the ship, what do you think is your main? I mean, you want to take over the ship, so how do you think you have to go about doing that?
Somehow, some way, getting ourselves to the um. Oh, what is that place? The
Latrine?
no, not the latrine. The helm. We have to get to the ship's helm.
I don't know. Maybe the ship's latrine. Don't know if I've peed recently.
Okay, so you have to get to the bridge, and the helm, and how do you? So you don't have any idea where that is. So how are you going to find out where the bridge is?
um, can we find like a computer or something and like find
Okay,
like a schematic of the ship?
Good idea. Who's good
okay,
in computers?
I'm good at
most of you.
computers. I think most of us are.
Some
Who's
of
the
you are.
best?
I
Let's
don't.
see. Who's the best?
All right, so
Uh,
I need a. So pilot, are you going to go from the? We'll call it. So as you're facing the the bay, it was a long oblong. Are you going from the left or the right? Where did you park your ship?
We parked to the left. Let's go that way.
Okay.
I don't see the big ship, so you're just kind of feeding me information. What?
Well, it was on the last map you guys had with the ships. Remember the black section on the top corner.
Black section, top corner. Top right corner, top left corner.
On the for some reason this doesn't want to open again. But the
Okay, there we go. I see it.
okay,
So yeah, to the left.
okay. All right. So did you? So as you guys are thinking about this and discussing it and realizing, hey, we got to find a computer. It's our first goal is find a computer so we know where we want to go, how we want to get there. Um,
Right.
you guys enter into this huge area. You see that the. Let me go ahead and. So this doesn't have lighting right now. So let me
Oh,
fix that.
crap. You
what?
guys, I just thought of something. How wouldn't we run into less people if we sabotaged the engine somehow rather than made it to the helm?
Mm, I mean, yes, but also we do still need the engines to be able to run it into the stellate generator.
Yeah, in this case, you're not trying to destroy the ship. You're trying to take it over.
Right, but isn't there something in the engine room that would allow us to disable any like left right movements and
Mm,
just set it full power into
Set it full
forward?
power, only
Yeah,
forward.
yeah.
Well, we have enough people that are good at engineering that we could try.
And computers, hopefully there would be a computer in the engine room.
True.
So go ahead and give me engineering and computer checks for those of you who want to do either one.
Well, that's not going to be me at all, ever, because those are the only two things that I really have nothing in, except for sleight of hand. I don't have anything in that either.
Wait, are you asking for either one or both?
But you pick one,
Okay,
and so
they're both. Just do that.
all right, let's share this. Oh, I did share the map with you. Okay. So, 33 and
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't
Maurice,
throw it in the tower.
Nosy, and Serena, you guys rolling?
Yeah. Where are we rolling from?
Either computers or engineering.
I'm doing. Serena's doing engineering, right? Do it again.
Whichever one you want. Looks like you're better at computers if you want to do that.
Okay. What's that? Computers. Computers is. What's computers for?
So you guys are trying to determine if you're able to, if you go to engineering, if it's going to be worth your time, and would you be able
Okay.
to set it to full burn and not turn?
Right. I'm better at computers than engineering.
Mhm.
So go ahead and do that.
Yep.
Okay. And then Nosy. Computers is, oh wow. She good at computers as well. Oh, her
All
skill's
right,
higher
so
than that.
3 on the dice. Yep. All right, so a skill check for challenging would be 15 plus 11 plus 16, so it's 31. So Dendron, Serena, you're not positive, but Dendron, um, you, for what you specifically just said, uh, you could do that from the bridge, from the command controls on the bridge.
Right.
The engineering, you would be able to destroy the physical power core possibly,
Mm.
but um, you could possibly, depending on how they have the controls set up in engineering, you might be able to do that, but most of the time the piloting controls are only on the bridge.
Mm.
All right. Well, it was worth a shot.
If you were, like I said, if you're looking to destroy the ship or disable the power core and stuff like that, then engines, then absolutely going
Mhm.
to the
Yeah.
engineering would
If
help.
we wanted to destroy the ship, but we want to
Yep.
keep it intact for long enough to destroy it and something else.
And if it was like your ship, a smaller ship, then you could separate and and try to do both at the same time. But something of this size, it's best to stick together. All right. So as you come in, first of all, the ceilings are 20 feet high, um, and the where'd it go? Here it is. You see that you don't see a lot of crew, and you don't see a lot of activity in here. And as a matter of fact, the only thing you see in movement wise and stuff is that this one bay up here. So what these are ship bays, and so they
Where are you pointing?
so all these irises on the floor
Uh huh.
hold fighters, and so
Oh,
they
okay.
open up, they rise up, and that crane is then able to grab them and move them if necessary to where they can then take off and fly out. Uh, you don't know which ones are empty or which ones are full, except for the one that's open, which is up here.
Okay.
Don't want that. This one, that's what I want. All right. So here's the details. So the big red force field that you walked through, and there are other red lights that illuminate this chamber. You have as the crane that you see does move, so it's sort of similar to the there are tracks where it can move back and forth. Um, you see two doors over to the port side. These two big doors here.
Okay.
Okay.
You see there's a large window. That's what that red thing is over here. This
It's a
is a
force
window.
field.
So the force field is right behind you to your to the east. That
Right.
but right here is a window. It looks and
Okay.
it's um,
Similar. Same.
into a there's a closed room over there. And as I said, one of the bay doors is open. You don't see any other movement. You don't see any other people around. Uh,
Pretty plain Jane in here. So what are our thoughts, guys?
I would say go through the doors. I mean, we could be cautious about it, but the doors to the like straight across over there, that big open
Um,
door next to the red lit what?
all right.
sorry guys, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying
Yeah.
to level up.
Well, stop it already and pay attention. Jeez.
Jeez, it's almost like I want to be able to help you in a fight or
We're
something.
just trying to figure out which way to go, in order to try and find the helm. Did we find anything about where the helm was
Is it all one word?
Oh yeah, we were going. I don't
on
know
the
There we
if
go.
we
computer?
found a computer yet.
All right.
Yeah, we
So
did.
Did we?
those of you who don't have Silent Escape on, you hear this, and you see rising up from that iris
Ooh,
is a ship,
duck.
No, that's a
and
ship,
you
not a duck.
see a Marine, Corpus Folk Marine, working on the ship.
Great. Well,
Um, and it looks over and sees you
Ah shit.
and starts climbing into the ship. So let's go ahead and get initiative
Ah ship.
going here. What is this called? This is called a Threnody
110 feet.
I
images.
don't like that.
So many eggs.
Mm. Oh, Surreal, that was such a sad roll. I also almost got a 1.
yeah. I very rarely do I ever get a good initiative roll, and that's okay.
You know
That's
It's
what?
okay.
close enough.
Really, it's the same as in Starship combat, you want to go last, right? You let
Right.
them do stuff and then you can react. Obviously.
Exactly.
Really, you're doing it intentionally.
Mm-hmm. Yep. For real.
All right, so this is similar to what you see. It's a small fighter, um, and it's not perfect, but it's close. If you zoom in, you can get sort of a little hint to what it looks like. But regardless, everybody has rolled. 1, 2. Serena and Nosy, we still need an initiative from you.
Okay.
And so all right, so Serena, you get to go first.
But he's
Where?
working on the ship, so we don't know exactly how well it works.
It's probably like maintenance. Let's be real here. I appreciate the optimism, but like, don't get your hopes up.
Wow.
All right. 110.
That
Am
ship
I able
looks
to?
so cool, though.
Am I able to shoot it or not?
I don't understand the question. Why wouldn't you be able to shoot it?
I don't know, something in the way or whatever. It's 110 feet.
If you want to shoot it, you can try. Sure, absolutely. The crane is coming from the ceiling, so the crane is not in your way.
All right. Oh, I got my triple beam focus rifle.
Okay, and what's the range?
120 feet.
There you go. So go ahead and take your shot.
Nice. Partially resisted. Huh.
Perfect. All right. Nosy.
Okay. Let's see. Campaign. Okay, so Nosi has. Are we assuming that we're not going to get into a major battle here? Do we know? Do
Well,
you think?
we're fighting a dude that's topping in a starship, so you know.
Yeah,
I'd
but I
say that
mean,
was probably. Oh, so far we only see one guy, one ship.
Yeah, one guy, one
right,
ship. So
right. So
probably
I
not
should.
all of
So,
his friends as well.
okay, let's try this. Psychokinetics translation. We just kind of target the person that's. Oh, that's right. He's undead, isn't he? Shit. Is it able to do undead?
So that would require a mysticism check. Let's see.
Okay.
Undead is. Yep, mysticism.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, so with the 34, he has. Let me double check him. He is that. So that's 20. And you roll 34, so that is 3 things. You can know 3 things about him. So you want to find out what type of damage does your spell do?
Yep.
No, I'm asking you what type of damage
Oh
does your
yeah, I've
spell
seen.
do?
Says I don't know what it says. Didn't say anything. Hold on a minute. Strangulation. Oh, it deals 3d8 per round.
Of what? 3d8 what?
Psychic,
Um,
cold, hot.
psychic. Yeah, transmutation. Psychic energy, mystic energy around the creature's throat in a vice-like grip, potentially choking the life out of your victim.
All right.
Each round you concentrate on the spell. It has deals 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning. Okay.
Immobilize the target.
So yes. Undead immunities. Here we go. So it's not a mind affecting effect. So yes, you would be able to. It looks like this would affect it, unless I'm missing something.
Okay.
Does it
So
require?
cast.
Is it a fortitude save?
I don't say no. Oh, but it's DC 20
What
on your
kind of
save,
save?
fortitude. Yeah, fortitude save DC 20.
All right. So unfortunately, they are immune to effects that require fortitude saves.
Uh,
Darn.
will I know that?
Yes, that's one of the 3 things you can know.
Okay. And what about like?
So this is the immunities list. It's in the notes. Everybody can read them. If you go all the way down to the bottom, that will give you your undead immunities. So if you know what the creature is, swarm, plant, ooze, you can read. You
They have
would
these
know
immunities.
their immunities to
There's a
what they're
long list of
immune to.
immunities.
Correct.
Well, I think all of the spells that I have would be useless then, except for the creature. So see what I got in weapons. I don't think I have anything that's long range because I'm not a long range person. I have 80 is the longest I got with my pistol, and that's gonna suck. My pistol be longer than my. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's what I got. So I guess I'm going with magic. I can run up 120 feet and do bone blade
You
to the
could.
pilot's go. Say again.
Said you could.
I'm not gonna do that though. Okay, so how about hurl force disc? There we go. Deals damage to
What's the
one.
range?
The range is 100 feet plus 10 per level.
Okay, so it is within range. Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do that then. I've targeted it, I believe. All right, here we go. I'm casting. There's no saves. Come on, baby. Oh, nice. What? What? Oh, that sucks. All right,
All right.
missed.
So you hit the ship,
Huh?
missed yourself.
Okay. Oh, so I hit the ship.
Okay.
So I go and
Glad
do
you didn't
2
hit
damage.
yourself with it.
Yes, and then you can so do the first damage because it's the first target, and then you can roll to see if you hit the dude.
Nice. And then roll again for the cast or the damage. The
Target the
cast, right?
marine,
All right.
and then
Is
there
that
should
it?
be an attack roll. Same one you just
Okay.
rolled a minute ago.
Okay. Attack. Oh, that sucked.
3. So it bounces off the ship, and then, but he ducks out of the way, and you miss him.
Yep.
All right. I didn't clear you in enough time, so let me take that damage off you. There we go. All right.
Can we
So
start? Can we move as well or no?
you can.
I'll go to the maximum I can go with Nosi. She goes what? I forget how many feet she goes. 30 feet. So right there is fine.
All right. So he climbs up into the ship, and it powers up. You wouldn't really hear it, but for the sake of argument, we're going to say you hear it.
Oh, how funny.
I mean, we could feel the vibrations through our feet.
Sure.
All right, Dendron.
Um,
As far as let me look at your question. Why are you asking the question? I don't understand why you would ask. Is it
what do
a
you mean?
requirement?
Yeah, you have to have magical weapons, and the thing makes my weapons magical for the purpose of overcoming resistances. So I don't know if it actually would count.
All right, are you able to share anchoring arcana?
Sure, what?
Would you drop anchoring arcana into the chat?
I don't own it, but I can drop Gear Boost in there, which has it linked in there. It's in the 7th level. It's the first one.
Right. You can just pull it from there too. Okay.
It says only records which you own can be shared. Since it's
Oh,
not
okay.
on
I'm
me, I
sorry.
can't
I
share it.
understand what you're saying. All right. So for you guys,
And here's the G strike.
okay. So it makes them
Did you say
unable to move.
you had seventh
Um,
level spells?
No.
no,
Okay.
fighting styles.
Oh, some things are only available to me once I'm at 7th level. That's what I was saying
Oh,
earlier.
okay.
Took me a minute to understand what you were asking.
So rules is written, probably not, because this is not a magical weapon. However, it's very easy to make your weapons magical. Any fusion on them makes them magical. Uh, so for like 120 credits, you can add a fusion to your weapons. So it's not worth nickel and diming. So I'm gonna say yes. You would be able to do that if you want with your key strike.
Okay.
Um, so
And that,
that answers that question. So go ahead and take
yes.
your turn.
In that case, I'm gonna take that.
I'm gonna zoom in a little bit.
Um, another question. Unrelated. Um, is so shaken is a condition. Is it a mind affecting thing? Would undead be resistant to it or immune to it?
The shaking condition
Yes.
itself, no, it depends on what caused it.
Okay. In that case, this guy just got into like Starship. So Dendron is gonna use a fun thing that they haven't used yet. They have a thing called Amplified Glitch. You can So they are going to use their action to wirelessly introduce a fast-acting virus into nearby technological devices to briefly cause them to malfunction in loud, surprising ways.
What is the
Uh,
range?
it does not say a range. You can use this ability on one target creature per character level, no two of which can be more than 30 feet apart. There's only one. That is the only distance it says on there.
Oh, it's about time the heat kicked on. Oh,
She's like, I'm so cold.
I was a popsicle down here. I was already cold when I came down, but it just got worse being down here.
All right, so you need to so give me a computer's check.
Okay.
you rolled a 35. This one is a okay, and so it is 15, 16,
Sorry, I'm making you do math.
17.
At least I'm not making you do
For
math.
one round, plus one additional round for every 5 by which your result exceeds the DC. Okay, so he's not a technological device, so you're only targeting the ship,
Hmm.
and so it does his CR doesn't matter. All right, do you
I
have
thought
a shaking condition
I
coded?
can.
If not,
Not
I'll just
yet.
all right, I'll throw it on him. Shake on, boink, and then open it. Duration is 4 turns. Okay.
Ooh, nice. So Dendron
All
goes
right.
ahead and does that.
So you see the
And
ship start, the lights start flashing on it, and the windshield wipers tick, 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 and the heat turns on full blast. Stereo goes on. Polka music. Um,
Polka music.
as is, everything starts going weird on it. All right, and that is an action, I presume. I did not look to
that
see
is
what
an
it was.
action. Yes,
All
it
right.
is a standard
All right.
action.
Doing anything else?
They're gonna go ahead and move. I forget what Starfinder says about moving through allies.
It is. You are free to move about the cabin. Doesn't
Okay,
nobody
cool.
cares.
They are going to go. I forget what their speed is. Hold up, sorry. Let me cancel that.
Should be at least 30.
It is 30. Okay. Ooh. Do you mind making the grid a little bit easier to see? In this bottom section here, it blends in very well. I think I'm in a box, but I'm not sure.
You're not.
You're not. There you go.
Oh, I am! I'm in a box, guys!
Woo!
So they are moving 30 feet, and that is their turn.
Stop right there. No, go back to the yellow. Thank you.
Stop! You have violated the law!
Right. Okay.
All right, Israel.
Zerail is going to do awesome stuff.
Yeah, you
I'm
do
gonna
it!
use my shooting stars, but I have to move a little bit first. So 5.
Are you sure?
Yes, because it's 100 feet and I am 120 away.
It's not plus per level.
Oh, hang on. You're right. I think it is plus per level.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
plus 10
you're
feet
right.
per level. So
Plus
you're at
10 feet per level. I'm good.
210 feet range.
I'm so good right now. All right. So I have him targeted and I'm casting.
You also have yourself targeted.
What? What do
Mhm.
you mean I have myself targeted?
You're targeting yourself?
Let's untarget myself. Am I untargeted now?
No.
How in the hell do I untarget myself? I just pushed
Control.
control and clicked on myself.
Here,
Huh.
I will clear them. There you go.
What
So
the
now just
hell?
target
Okay.
the critter, the ship.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a mysticism check.
A mysticism check. Why am I doing that?
Oh, no problem. So you know that objects, every object from your armor to your weapons to, in this case, a fighter, has a hardness that you have to overcome before you do any damage to it, and your magic missiles would not do enough damage to overcome its hardness. So it would just pink, 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 not do any damage to it.
So let me ask you this question because you showed us a picture of the ship. There is no like solid shell casing around this thing. Why can't the missiles directly hit the guy in the ship?
So you're aiming at the dude in the ship, the Marine?
I'm
Yes.
aiming
So
at the
that's
dude because it's a wide open, it's an open ship. It's not like contained like ours is because it's just all bones.
it does have a cockpit. However, because this is magic missile, yes, you could. So let me go
Eh,
ahead and target him for you instead of
Okay,
the ship, because right now you're targeting the ship.
beautiful. Thank you.
Love that.
Clear. So you can target him, but he has um, concealment, which is a 20% miss chance for anybody else. But because said these are magic missiles, so you automatically hit.
Awesome. So
So he is
I'll just
targeted. So
do,
go ahead and do your damage.
well, let me cast because will is half.
No,
No?
not for magic
Okay.
missile. Not for
Oh,
for
oh, that was the wrong thing I was looking at. Sorry.
yeah. Is you get two, unless you're if you're moving. If you're not moving or doing anything else, you get three.
I get two. Oh, I'm not moving. You're right. I can do three. Ha!
Okay, go for it.
Take that, sucker. 9 total points of damage to that dude.
All right. You're gonna have Aura involved.
Uh, nah, she's just gonna hang out and watch the fun.
Okay. Loop.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Top of the round. Serena, you get to lead us off again.
You go, girl.
Can I go ahead and move in and do the rifle?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm moving to. She should already have it targeted up anyway.
Yes, you have it
Already.
targeted. Correct.
Okay. It's a triple beam focus rifle. Oh man. Okay, do over. Mulligan.
Not this particular time. All right, Nosy.
What's going on here? There it is. Okay. So she's gonna go ahead and move as well. Just do that for now. Okay. And could you throw up the conditions again? Is actually no. I'm gonna try force. Yeah. There's so many. I'm not. It's not the same one. This is conditions.
You just said, can you throw up the conditions?
Uh, I meant the one that you just stood up before.
The immunities.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, that's in
No,
notes. And there you go.
Notes, immunities.
I have control undead, but it's such a low spell. Maybe I'll try that. It's command undead level 2.
Okay, what's the
Says they have
range?
the range is, I don't know, 25 plus 5 per every 2 levels. So it's not far enough.
Okay, so you have 50 feet.
Yeah, and that's not going to be enough. I don't think. I'm going to say, yeah, probably.
It's 80 feet away right now.
Right. So it's not like it can't do anything like that. Was it not targeting? Oh, it's not, is that me? Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to see what's my range still right now? What is it?
You're 80 feet
Distance
away
is
from
what?
him.
80 feet. So if I can get a disadvantage if I use one of my things, though, right?
It's not a disadvantage. It just depends on what the range is. It's a -2 or -4.
Oh, okay. Well, I got my lens pistol. It's 80 feet range, 80-foot range.
Then it's
I'll
nothing.
go with that.
Okay.
I'll go with that. There we go. Come on, baby. What do we got? What do we got? Oh no!
All right, give me a percentile.
Oh, come on, roll well, roll well.
Oh my god.
You're good to go.
Okay.
All right, Dendron.
Dendron is going to keep on moving. They don't particularly want to get hit by a ship. You know. Um. What the range of this is? Real close. So I think they are actually going to dash. So that I can move 60 feet.
So you can also run, sprint, whereas
What
if
is
you're going in a straight line without turning, then you can go 4 times your speed.
Wow.
Oh.
But that is a full action. That's cool.
I think I just need the 60. So I'm going to.
Okay.
Baby. Just working. What's up?
Get over there. Uh, that is their entire turn. That's all the things they can do.
All right, so the you guys see the weapons on the ship. Turn toward Zerael.
Oh no.
Gonna miss.
I hope he misses.
What? Why is there not a... I'm going to check something real quick. It is a hit. Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna deny that it's a
Okay.
hit.
Oh, no, it's a miss. I mean, I misspoke. I was checking to see because it didn't show me. Normally it has like a plus something
Mm-hmm.
and then damage. It didn't have the plus. So when I pulled the dice, I saw it was a 20-sider. I was like, okay, it is a 2-hit. But it missed. So these heavy reactor cannon blasts into the wall next to you. And there's um, flames and bits and pieces of the wall come off. And you hear as the engines light up as he starts the engines as well. Zarel.
My turn. Woo. Um, I did so well the first time around. I think
And
I'll do it again. And I need to mark that off the first time too.
by the
So I'm
way,
gonna do it as yeah.
his the shaken effect did come into play. By the way, if you see, it
Yeah.
says effects -2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna hit him with the shooting stars again.
Okay, you still have him targeted.
Okay, cool. 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, one more point than last time. Whoop, whoop.
All right, so you see these things look like little comets. You cast your wave your
Boom, boom.
hands, and they come flying across the whole hangar
That'll
bay and
that'll
can
teach you to fire at me.
flip, whip up into, and bam, bam, slam into the cockpit. Um, Top of the round is Serena. Zarel, you're going to be next.
Okay. My gosh.
That's pretty cool. And we cannot hear you, Reno, if you're talking.
It's just mumbling. Doing the same thing. Focus rifle, triple beam. I move. And voila. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. 2 over. And I guess that's it. How can it be 70 feet now? Be
All
80
right,
feet.
Zarel.
Anyway.
Zarel's gonna create a gravity well below him.
Oh.
Okay, are you within range?
Oh yeah, it's 100 foot plus 10 foot per level, just like my uh, shooting stars was. But there is a save on it, so
All right, so if you would share what that is.
what do you mean share what it is? Oh, like send it to the little box.
Yes.
It's a 20-foot radius. I would like to put it down the hole. I'd like the
Drag
center
him
of it
back
to be
down.
down that hole to drag him back down
God. Can't fire his weapons because they'd be firing right in front of him in the wall.
into the
I
ship.
like that idea.
Ah,
Honestly, Zarel's doing so well in this combat. She's like, oh yeah, magic missile can go around corners. But chill. He did not chill.
All right, so you said 20-foot radius is what it says.
mm-hmm.
All right, so that is this, and you're putting it underneath him. Boom.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how far down that port goes, but yeah.
Well, right now it's up. It's a lift, like a platform,
Oh,
and
okay.
it raised up the ship.
But didn't he get in the ship and like raise up off the platform?
Not yet, but
Not
it's
yet.
still definitely gonna affect him.
Okay.
All right,
He's gonna
so let's
stay
see.
there.
Oops, dadgummit. Control. Delete. All right, so there's your whirlpool. I mean your gravity well. If I made it black, you couldn't see any details,
Right.
so I just did it really dark.
I like that. That's pretty.
I like it too. It looks really cool.
Um,
Okay, so
I,
now can I cast?
each creature in the area, when the spell takes effect, is knocked prone. That's irrelevant. Any creature that starts its turn must succeed a reflex save or be drawn. That's irrelevant. This move promotes attack opportunity. Creature adjacent to the spell's origin takes -2 to save, avoid being pulled. All right. So you can click cast if you want, yeah, but they don't.
Oh, they don't save until they start their turn.
So let's see. Each creature. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it would still pull him. He reflex. It's knocked prone. Okay, so it says when the spell takes effect. So yeah, you have him targeted. So yes, go ahead and roll the reflex save on him. All right, so go ahead and put the effect on him. So even though it's not literally falling to
How
the
do I
ground,
how do I put that effect on him?
um, do you not have prone?
Where?
Okay. If it's not under the spell, then
If
I'll
you
just
want, I can grab
drag it
it.
from the effects.
Oh, never mind.
He is down here. Okay. So it's still he's has the effects of the prone condition, even though he's not literally laying down
Does he
He's
because
just
just
get
kind
the
of
an
glued
gravity
to
is
his
orientation?
Z,
pulling him. Yes.
pulling him down.
Yep. And go ahead and apply it to
Oh,
the ship as well. The save to the ship.
do you have that targeted? How do I put what? Do I just click save again?
No, I can. You can drag it to the combat tracker. I can clear the targets for you and then put, and then drag it to him. There you go. Now it's targeted.
Where am I? Okay, it's targeted now. Okay.
hmm All right. Not
Now can I
exactly.
attack?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Why didn't it attack?
it just should have just clicked off the spell
It should have
because
just clicked off the spell.
because
Okay.
that's all you're doing. You're doing the reflex save and then adding prone
Oh,
to
oh,
him if
okay.
it's
Okay, I just clicked off the spell. Yeah, got it.
okay. And prone. There it is. Blink. There it is. Okay. So again, these because of the gravity, it's as if they were laying down. It's as if they were prone. Are you moving or anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I will. Because eventually we're going to have to move over anyway. So let me move that direction.
Okay. Dendron.
Is that 30? No, that's 30.
Um, is can Dendron look around for like any controls that, might actually be able to make the platform go back down into its space? They're
Give
assuming
me a
that
perception
it'd be
check in the
closer to the
tower.
thing.
Nail it. Nail it.
We're hoping. Got a plus 17, so fingers
Woo!
crossed.
And what is your background?
A security guard.
Okay, so you don't see anything out here, but you do remember that this looks to be a control room.
Mm,
So you're guessing that everything is controlled from the control room.
okay. Uh, in that case, Uh, they are going to go ahead and try uh getting into the control room. Uh, I don't know if that door is locked or not. They're gonna try opening the door. It is not locked. Okay. They were.
All right, hold on a second.
Let me find-
It's
Oh,
just I quote to get a quote in the
It's not I,
chat,
it's a
right?
exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
exclamation mark.
Or
Okay.
you can put down the number if you know what number quote you want.
No, I always
Or
like the
if you
random
just have
ones.
a favorite number, you're like, huh, I wonder what 62 is, and then you'd find out.
Oh, so if I just type the number in there, it's going to bring up the automatic quote?
Yes,
So yeah, you can do.
it will be what you just typed plus. Yep, there you go.
Ah.
All right, so
Okay.
you see that this room is filled with monitors and controls, readouts all over the walls and the ceiling. Um, there's lights blinking and uh, lots of different switches and keypads. There's a long window that looks out onto the hangar bay. You see there are two zombies
Ah,
in here that are uh, directly wired to the controls. So you see
Sorry.
that they're just basically sitting there, and these different wires coming from back into their heads onto the consoles, and they're don't even appear to be moving, but you see different things happening in front of them. Um,
so are zombies like people, or are they like tools in this situation? Like, if I try to get in there, will they attack me?
you don't know. You're not familiar with the corpse fleet enough to know. You uh, all the Marines and things you've seen seem to be more alert and active. They do not respond to you opening the door at all.
Um, you know what? They're going to go ahead and take their chances, and
Go ahead and what's your let's see, your passive perception is 27. You also don't see that there are no weapons that you can see.
okay.
So you've gone
Uh,
25 feet, interacted with your object to open a door.
mhm. uh, they'd like to move into the room, and they can't start messing with controls yet because they already opened the door, right?
Correct.
Or okay. Um,
Well, no, that was your move action. You still have your standard action.
okay. Can they start trying to mess with controls? Uh, they are looking to either lower the ship that is up or raise a ship that is down to maybe give their teammates some cover. That is what they are trying to do. Or the intended effect, but who knows what will actually happen.
All right, so as you're looking around, you see the only place to access would be to either sit in one of the control panels and jack yourself in, which you don't have the hardware to do that, or to go
Yeah.
to the um, this panel here. There's an actual keyboard.
Okay. Uh, well,
All these chairs are 4 other zombies. It looks like there's only 2 here right now. Actually, let me put them in. Drink. There you go.
In that case, can they action dash to get to one of the control panels?
You can. There's only one, so you can get to it. Yep.
Okay, that's what they are going to do. And that would be their turn.
Alright, let's see.
Now keep in mind, every round is 6 seconds, so it's going to take you a little bit of time
Yeah, to figure out what they're
to
doing
do
and
stuff.
to do it. Yeah.
All right, no C is up.
Yep. Hold on a minute. And go. Come on, baby. Oh my god.
Oh,
What horror.
it's
Crap,
not a
I'm
one.
hoping. That's true. Alright, so we'll go ahead and move then to. Here we go. Here we go. Right. 5, 10, 15, 10. Just come back right there.
Okay.
That spot right there. That's it.
All right, so he is in there. So he's going to try to get out of this thing. This is an interesting conundrum. Let me see what your spell says. A central point of high gravity. The ship was not moving when you started the spell.
Correct.
He was getting ready to move. He was planning on moving this turn.
I think I did say it already, but just in case I didn't, Zerail, that was such a good idea. Good job. I love you.
Thank you.
That was great.
I'm like, wow, I forgot I had this. Let's just keep him in place.
You're like, wait a second, this can go through the ship. This affects the ship too.
So you see the engines kick on and jet, the flames or ion particles, however it moves, start going. But as your spell takes effect, um, it's shaking and stuff, but it's not. I'm gonna say it's not able to move, and so he's just firing. And Dendron is inside, so you are still the only one that meets the criteria at this point. So it is firing at Zerael again. But with all the
Dude, you have
minuses,
not learned your lesson. Dude.
yeah,
Got a
10 on the dice
-6.
is still not, yep, because of all the effects that are going to it. Alright. Ooh, I didn't know they could do this.
Oh
Cool.
no.
Alright,
It's gonna have to wait till next time.
alright, so this is the end of the round, so or I should say the start of the next round. So we will leave it here. So you guys survived. You got through the ship. You destroyed the other ship. I
Woo.
wasn't sure you would be able to, um, because at a certain point it was running away. But you did enough damage between those 2 rounds before it ran away, and then on the turn it started running away to where you were killed it. You also chased it down. You could have let it go.
No.
So,
No survivors, no witnesses.
um,
Right?
so
There's two ways to do stealth. One,
right,
avoid being seen. Two, avoid any witnesses. Leave no survivors.
exactly. So,
Can't be seen if nobody is there to see ya.
we will go ahead and leave it here. I hope you got. Thank you for playing with me, and guys, I hope you're enjoying it. Um,
Yes.
you are on the ship now, so
Woo!
the next step, the next phase has begun.
Yay.
Woo!
Thanks again. Don't forget you can catch up if you forget what happened last week, or if you want to see what's happening. Follow us on the U's and the Tubes. You can also come back on Wednesday for Nick's monthly campaign of awesomeness. We're
Woo!
doing a D&D first real week this week, and you'll get to see me as a player. And then Thursday we're back with our normal crazy night, Thursday night craziness. So thanks again for all that you guys do. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for doing this fan silliness, Joker, and whatever else you guys do. Enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good
Good
night,
night,
guys.
guys.
Guys.